Hello, this is Marie Beals here, and I want to tell you how to get the credit you deserve. It's nice, right? 2012 Grand Cherokee, Laredo, X-Package, sunroof navigation, stickers for about $39,000. Unless you're independently wealthy, which if you were, I don't think you'd be at Keystone, or your parents are rich, or you won the lottery, the only way you're going to get something like this is to finance it. The better your credit scores, the lower the rate you're going to pay, the more money you'll save. So, it is very important to have a good credit score now, next 5, 10, 20 years from now when you want to buy a house. It's all very important. High credit scores, again, translate into you paying less money. I know this. I've been in auto sales for 20 years, and I've seen a lot of good credit go bad and vice versa. There are some things I want to share with you today to let you know how to keep your credit scores nice and high. Some of the things we're going to talk about is how to get a copy of your credit report for free, why it's important to pay your bills on time, understanding how your credit score is determined, legal steps you can take to improve your credit, how to make your credit good again, and some of the credit card repair scams you should really avoid. The first thing you need to do to fix your credit is to get a copy of it, of your credit reports. They're easy and free to get. You go to www.annualcreditreport.com. It's the only legitimate place to do this. And you can request once a year a free copy of your Equifax, TransUnion, or Experian credit report. There are 3. You can also request a free copy if you're turned down for credit. To protect, the first thing you got to do to protect your credit score is to pay your bill on time. Pay your bills on time, you'll have high credit scores. If you cannot pay your bill on time, call the creditor. Sometimes they let you make an interest payment. Sometimes they can change the payment date. They want you to pay them back, and they will work with you. Don't wait till it's too late. Call them before. Hey, I'm short this week. Can I have an extension? You'll be surprised how many times they'll do that for you. It'll help them, and it'll help you protect your score. So that's the first thing they look at is, do you pay your bills on time? Secondly, what is your outstanding debt? They call this your debt to income ratio. Are you spending every penny you make? That's not good. You got to have some kind of flexibility there. You have to have a little bit of money left over after you pay your bills. They call that your debt to income ratio. If your charge cards are all maxed out and you have no savings account, you could say your debt to income ratio is a little too high and it's going to be kind of hard to get credit and your scores could suffer. How long is your credit history? The longer the better. The more consistent payments the banks see, the better they feel about giving you a loan and the higher your scores will be. Have you applied for a lot of credit lately? Inquiries, not 1 or 2, but 5, 10, 20 in a very short time frame can hurt your credit scores, and all inquiries stay on your bureaus for 24 months. How many and what types of accounts do you have? You have to have a mix of revolving credit or credit cards to installment loans. If you have all credit cards or all loans, it doesn't look good. Try to have a mix of both. The Federal Trade Commission has a great booklet entitled Building a Better Credit Report, and I've used that to give you some tips on how to learn the legal ways to improve your credit. Number 1, it's up to you to contact the credit reporting agencies if there's a mistake on your credit. They do happen. Late payments show that weren't true. Debts can show that are paid that aren't. If you find a mistake on your credit report, it's up to you to get it fixed. And you need to contact them right away. You can actually go to like Experian.com and they'll kind of walk you right through it, or TransUnion.com, or this booklet that I'm telling you about, Building a Better Credit Report. It's free on the Federal Trade Commission's website. Get a mistake, find it, send a letter, get it resolved. From personal experience, I know it's a lot of paperwork sometimes going back and forth with the credit unions to get a mistake fixed, but it's definitely worth it. If an investigation does not resolve your dispute, you can actually call the creditor also and say, hey, there's a mistake here. If you make a claim that there's a mistake on your report, they have to investigate it. Accurate negative information. Sometimes the cold hard truth is that there's late payments and charge-offs on your bureau. What are you going to do? You can't dispute them if they're right. You can get over them though. Credit reports change every day and you can always fix yours. So how to make it good again? Your credit report is very flexible. Your score is very flexible. It changes whenever you have any activity. And here's some quick and easy ways to make your credit report good again. Find a co-signer. I know, I've heard it all. I don't want to ask anybody. I want to do it on my own. Listen, we all need a co-signer sometimes. Find somebody with really good credit. If they co-sign a loan for you or a charge card, you'll inherit some of their good credit and your scores will go up. Make it a short-term thing, 12 months. Take out a $500 loan for 12 months. Make the payments on time. Slow and steady payments will make your credit scores go up. Call your creditors. We've all had some kind of credit crunch, and I touched on this earlier. If you're a little overhead, if you're a little behind, call them, and they usually will try to work out an agreement with you as long as you're not late yet. Another thing you can do is get professional help. Maybe you just can't do it on your own. You know what? It's okay. There are places that you can get help. Actually, if you go to, again, the federalreserve.com's website, they have a nice booklet, and it's free, Credit Repair, How to Help Yourself. It shows you the easy and legal and free or almost free ways that you can contact the credit reporting agencies and fix mistakes or build your credit from the ground up again. Now, there's also professional credit repair places that will put you on a budget and help you deal with your creditors. You can do this on your own for free, but many of the places out there recommended by the Federal Reserve are nonprofit and will work with you to solve your problems, but nonprofit doesn't always mean free. If possible, it's best to find someone face-to-face. Doing things online or all over the phone really isn't the best way. Try to find a face-to-face counselor. If you look online, and this is the last part I want to touch on, to beware of credit repair scams. If you look online, you'll see all kinds of ads for credit repair agencies, but please remember, you don't have to pay to fix your credit legally. If you want to do some of the shady stuff, then you're on your own. But today we're going to focus on the legitimate and legal ways. A great place to start is by downloading the free booklet, again, Credit Repair, How to Help Yourself, from the Federal Trade Commission. In it, you'll find lists of legitimate places that offer low or no cost help to help you repair your credit. So before you have to fix your credit, you have to know what your report says about you. The road to better credit score starts with getting a free copy of your report. Paying any and all of your bills on time is the best way to keep and earn a high credit score. And as we discussed earlier, if you can't do that, call the creditor, get some help. Mistakes can and do happen on credit reports, and there are free and legal ways to repair these problems. If you've had some legitimate financial issues that have lowered your scores, you can rebound. We've all been there. And I've talked about how you can do this on your own. Lastly, we talked a little bit about avoiding credit repair scams because you can repair your credit on your own for free. So when you're ready to jump into the world of credit, car loans, mortgages, all those good things, it's best to stay on the straight and narrow. If you encounter some bumps in the road, and who hasn't, rest assured that you can and will find the path to good credit again. Thanks a lot, and I'll talk to you next time.